You're now listening to Anonymous.
What's up, family? How you living? Hope you living good, doing well, living swell. And today we're gonna be talking about. Oh, excuse me. I got a special guest. I messed with his character. Like, his character is A1, and anything that he say, I think y'all should take it and really digest it. Okay. But we are in the communication series, and we're building back up the community and healing the disconnects that's within it. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So I was on Instagram and I found this rapper. His name Big Boogie or something. No free promo, but he real smart. And he was like, if my homeboy is having a bad day, like, he want to go into his bad days with him. And that made me feel like he understood interdependence. Like, if somebody having a bad day, and the number one thing that people do is just isolate themselves, because it's like, I don't want to rub you the wrong way, I don't know if you care about me. But it's like, if we go into something together, like, the outcome is always gonna be different, because both of y'all gonna come out stronger, and both of y'all gonna build some type of trust or loyalty.
Right.
And so that to me just talked about character, and it's a real man shortage. Like, people don't really do that. And it's, for me, it's comprehension over communication. Because if I communicate and you still not understanding what I'm saying, it's like, what's the point of even talking? And I'm getting at these things because it's like, we talking about communication, we also have to understand why we don't communicate with people. And I'm not no licensed therapist, but I've been through stuff that can make me feel like I could get you through stuff as well. Because I could just be like, well, baby, that's what I did, honey. And then I'm going to end it with, but that's just me. So if it ruined your life, that's on you. But
honestly, I feel like people really just take relationships for granted. Not just relationships like boyfriend and girlfriend, just like friend and like homie, all that. Like, they just feel like being real to somebody is corny nowadays, and I don't know why.
Yeah. Like marriage.
Right.
Like marriage, I definitely, I was never the girl to be like, I can't wait to get married. Only because, my parents, they was from a divorce, and I've, grown around divorce.
Yes, yeah, me too.
But it's like, my concept of love is kind of like, I don't know how to process it for real. Like, I can't look at somebody and be like, ooh, I want that. Because for social media, it's like, they end up getting cheated on, or this, and that. Yeah. And it's like,
yeah, a lot of people be basing their relationships on social media, and that's the wrong thing to do.
Yeah.
Because social media not real life. And in real relationships, they go through problems. And on social media, you don't see a lot of problems. All you see is the highlights of the relationships, not the downs.
Yeah, because I feel like, going back to, interdependence, if we choose to go through something together, and, basically, we not always gonna feel like we in love, but we can always be loyal to what we chose to do.
Right.
That's something we can always stand on, and we can always be like, well, I did that because I care about you. I did this. That make things positive in negative situations, and being committed to the choice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like that's how marriage is built.
Yeah, I was finna say, you talking about it from a relationship standpoint.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah, right. Then most definitely, right. If you committed to somebody, I feel like you supposed to really communicate and show them, really how, you want to be with them. But at the same time, it's not really just all about, you feeling them. It's you showing them, loyalty. Mm-hmm. You showing them loyalty. You showing them that you will be there. And you showing them that, even when they not around, you got their back type time.
Mm-hmm.
More so than just feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Because a relationship is I say it's like 60-40 because the feelings gonna be there, but sometimes you could wake up and really not be feeling the person you with. But if you loyal with them, like you always gonna be loyal with them. It's nothing else that can happen to make you disloyal.
Facts. Like, facts. Cause I know me, I be very, very, very driven. Like, very motivated. Like, Instagram would call me an alpha woman. But, like, that's not how I feel for real. Like, I feel like, yes, I'm driven. Yes, all that. But at the end of the day, when I get home, I want a little hug. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the thing. Yeah, like I feel like the term alpha female is like, I don't know, it's took out of context a little bit. And then females that actually really want that like name and that holding is like, I feel like they hold men to such a high standard that a man can't even really show them that they care about them and love them. And this is why I say that. Because a female with their own and that self-dripping, ain't nothing wrong with that. But like you said, when you get to the house, you want to get took care of, hugged, and all that, like shown love. But it's like, if a alpha female, quote unquote, is always showing like, I'm gonna do this, and she not really being submissive. That like, I don't feel like a relationship could work without a female being submissive at a certain time, because that's supposed to be your dude. You supposed to listen to your dude, not in a sense, because if that's your dude and he really care about you, he go listen. He go listen to like what you got to say, and not always just be like, do this, do that, do this, do that.
Like a dictator.
Yeah, like a dictator. Like he gonna make you know that you got your own ground, you got your own say so, and I care about what you say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm the man. But I just feel like alpha females make it hard for like men to really show and they care about them, because they feel like they got their own. They don't gotta really show like a man that they need them, because they don't. And in real life, nobody need nobody. The only person you need is God.
For real.
That's facts. Nobody need nobody. So you're not even really in a relationship trying to show a person that you need them. You really supposed to show a person that you really want them. That you really want them. You want to be around them. You being loyal to them. That's what you want to show them. So it's like that alpha female term, especially in this generation, like this day and age, just very like, I don't know.
Yeah. Like, listening to you hit like every pointer, because I just start thinking about like trauma and how we raised. As a woman, I feel like we raised to like know how to take care of ourselves. And when you was talking about being submissive, I'm like, that's being a wife. We're not taught to be a wife. We taught to get it. Right. Every other like ethnic group or race their women are taught like how to be wives. Like, for me, my daddy, he kind of like messed y'all up, because every time somebody talks to me, he like, the first thing you ask him is, what is your purpose? If you don't have no purpose, then what you gonna be submissive to? So when he said submissive, I'm like, I don't know how I like that submissive word. But at the same time, it's like, trauma wise, what we used to is men being like leading us the wrong way,
right,
or like telling us what to do, and we do it and it end up hurting us more. So it feel like at that point it becomes like, I'm going to protect myself. If nobody else is going to protect me, I'm going to protect myself.
Right. I'm
not going to let nobody in. I'm going to be cold-hearted for a long period of time.
Right.
But it's like that. It's a particular person that has like just enough to make you not be that way anymore.
Right. And that's what I was finna say too. Like, it's like whatever floats a person boat. Because I know you might meet a person, or not just you, or any female might meet a person and they feel like, all right, I can't be submissive to him. But like, they know that all real. And they don't even really give him the time of day with submissiveness. But they meet another person and like that person just give out the vibe that they like, or they just like they just lined up to where like, all right, bet, like, I just know like this is the type of person I'd be submissive to, and ain't nothing wrong with that, but because it just depend on like what you rock with and who you rock with, because you know
Yeah.
it just depend on who you want to be submissive to. Really,
Yeah.
honestly, that's how I look at it, because all I know is I can't really open up to a female and be submissive to a female in the sense that I wouldn't want to be comfortable with, or I'm just not comfortable with doing that. That's, you know, that's just me or my opinion.
Yeah.
That might not be for everybody.
I feel like the number one thing that kind of like makes the table imbalanced, y'all not 100, or somebody not 100 when we looking at each other dead in the face. Like, from the get-go, if we not 100, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm saying, like, for example, I'm meeting you at the club, you got a Mercedes, da 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 da, but like when we get your car,
Right.
your car is
that
and
really
then you go home to the projects. Like,
that'd be the problem.
be lying in confusion.
Really, honestly, a female will accept you more if you just off the rip, just 100% honest with them, and you know, and even if she don't mess with you after that, you gotta look at it like, I was 100, I ain't do nothing, and if she really messed with me, she was gonna mess with me regardless. So
Yeah,
that's how, like,
I feel like that's
that's on both terms,
for sure.
for males and females, you know.
For sure.
Because if you give a dude your rundown and or whatever you got going, or the truth, and he just accept a dude is more likely to accept you off that than him finding out something through the back gate, or him, you know, just lying, or the female just lying. That's the really one thing, because that's what really matter in a, like, not even a relationship, well, not a relationship like boyfriend and girlfriend, but just a relationship, period. Just always staying pure, staying 100, never lying, always telling the truth.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that.
For real. Cause like, I'm just like wholeheartedly agree, because yeah, even in the bad times too, like if you did something and you tell the truth, it's like, okay, well, he didn't lie, but it still plays a part into like your self-worth. Like, if he consistently doing stuff, at some point you gotta choose yourself. And that's the thing with marriage, because it's like, once we married, like, I'm not getting a divorce, so it's gonna be like, I'm gonna be putting up with a whole lot of, but, and that's how it is in my mind, because I'm finna be like with this man for real, like, for better or for worse. And if it's a whole lot of worse before it get better, it's like, I have to process those things too. And how I am, I think about the consequences before I do the action. So it's like, I'm constantly always like, not thinking negative, but like, what would I do if I was in that situation?
But I just feel like you're not really, in a sense, you're not really supposed to think like that.
I know.
Because what you thinking is really like, I don't want to say you're manifesting bad vibes or bad energy, but what you always keep on your mind is like you manifesting it. And you really, ain't nothing wrong with experiencing love the right way, experiencing marriage the right way, to where you ain't got to really go through nothing bad to experience the good.
Yeah.
So it's like, you just, I know that's a real good saying, always for better or worse, but it's like, you really shouldn't want to be with nobody because, well, I'll stop. You shouldn't want to be with nobody that'll make you, even though it's for better or worse, you shouldn't want to be with nobody that'll make you feel like you're not secure. You're not like, you know, because if a person really doing all that mean a person don't really care about you. Even if, like, you know, because a man could go have sex with somebody else and they don't really care about them, and then have good love at the crib. But at the same time, it's like, if, well, I'm speaking from my terms, but I'm a real person.
Yeah.
I'm a real person. So it's like, from a real person perspective, it's like, nah, you shouldn't really want to put nobody through that. If you go put a ring on their finger and marry them, if that's the case, you keep it a band from real. Or if y'all talking and then she ready for marriage, you just be like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not ready for marriage yet, and just keep it a band. And then at that point in time, y'all not married, so it's like, it's still like, if that's you want to be with that person, that's cool, but it's like y'all not married, so it's like you could. If that's not the one, you could go marry somebody else. But you got to stick in your head that's the one. You just,
That's crazy.
Before you marry him,
I'm
make
knowing,
sure
like,
his
God
head
gonna
on
have to tell me who my husband is. Like, I'm be like, God, either slow me, no, don't slow me down, but just put it in my head so I can have a boy know, and just let me know so I don't,
But yeah, if you keep thinking, it's gonna be bad before it get worse.
No, I'm saying, I said it like that, but I come to that too. Like, that's why I say no a lot, because I know what I want.
Right.
Like, I want something that's healthy for me.
All right, yeah.
And so, because I used to be like that, and it used to go bad every time, because, like, the mindset is everything. And once you lose the female mind, like, you basically lost the whole person. Like,
Right.
But, you was talking about, you said sex, like, sex with another shorty, but you gotta love it. Yeah. And, like, I hanged around a lot of young men, like, growing up. Like, I had, like, them my bros. So, like, I understand how y'all think a little bit.
Right.
So it's like, with me knowing that and how y'all move, it's like, bro gotta be different. Like, I gotta be shown something different to even be put in a position to say yes. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not finna, hey, if you got a lot of people there and stuff, but I'm knowing, like, deep down inside how me and you are, like, social media not finna control me and you, my boy. Like, I'm gonna make my own decision at the end of the day. And, like, that's why I feel like interdependency is so, like, so good. Because it's like, we don't need each other, but we want each other, and we make everything work. Like, for example, a business. Like, if I put so much into a business and you put so much to a business, the business not going good, but we good, right? Like, it's always some.
I mean, yeah.
That's the type of stuff I like, But
no, facts. I understand that for sure. And let me say something else. It's not like a dude don't want a female to have her own and get to her own bag. Only insecure dudes only do that, and them are no-goes. Like, don't never talk to an insecure dude. Ain't nothing wrong with a female chasing her bag, getting to it, multiple streams of income, being a boss lady. That's what dudes really supposed to want. It's just, she could always be a boss, but it's just all with the mindset, you know what I'm saying? Because if she a go-getter and she with a go-getter, y'all can't lose. You want your girl to be a hustler. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your girl to just always be a liability. Even though you're supposed to take care of your girl, make sure she's straight. If that's your girl, you supposed to make sure she's straight.
What Drake say, I want me a trophy. But, like, I feel like if I know all this stuff and we together, I'm gonna put you on. Like, your position solidified in my life. Like, you gonna be knowing some stuff.
It's because a dude can literally. I know it's stories about dudes being like nothing, and then they coming around the right female, and the right female
Gucci man
turn them into a boss like that they really are, but they just had to get it brought up out of them by the right female. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. And that's just how life works. And you should love your girl more if she do that, not be intimidated by her. Because if she got the right mindset, she gonna let you know that you still, my dude, you still my man. You know what I'm saying? And she gonna never hold it over your head, because it's not about her, it's about y'all. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just make sure it's right. You know what I'm saying? It's a mindset thing.
It is. It's most definitely a mindset thing. And it's like knowing your person for real. Like, you're not gonna know your person unless something happen and you get to see them for real. But like even that, it's like without communication,
It's nothing.
it's nothing.
Right.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, if we can't have a conversation about it,
It's nothing.
then let's not even try
That's
to do
with
this.
every aspect of relationships. Yeah, like you
Like-
gotta communicate. You don't communicate, nobody gonna know nothing. Like
Yeah.
you gotta be willing to talk about it. Get it over with.
Yeah.
Because once you get it over with, it's talked about, it's out. It's out of you. You're not holding nothing in. It's like everything is out.
Now everything can flow.
Right.
Now, cause if we don't talk about it, it's gonna be like you trying to get in my brain, but it's a wall right there. So like the water is not flowing like at all. And you know, let's get into it.
Right.
Like guys be thinking like they be the only people that want sex. Like I feel like internally, like girls cheat better because it's like
Girls do cheat better.
because it's like if
And
you're
I'ma
not
do it,
hearing
I'm
me,
saying it.
if you're not hearing me, and
Girls are more
like
sneaky.
you still here, I'm like, all right, cool. But like you don't know me for like if I'm mentally gone, like you physically you got me, but mentally you don't have me.
It's
But-
just because I say girls cheat better because men are sloppy. Like, and I'm
Oh
a,
my
and I'm
gosh,
a
it's
and I'm a
bad.
man and I'm saying it. Like I don't care and I'm saying it and I'm saying it close, like to the mic too. Men are sloppy and like and men don't be on 10. It's only a short percentage of men that really just be on 10, like, and that really be like. But at the same time, there's another thing with these new generation P's, quote unquote. Being a P is telling the truth and still getting your way.
Oof.
That is being a P. Like, you're telling the truth, you're not lying. The girl know everything that's going on, and y'all still got to understand it, and everything is still solidified.
Yeah.
That's what being a P is. These half P's that's out here are lying to females, going doo-doo, doing this woo-doo,
Boy, what?
and going behind
And be
backs
lying.
and be lying. And like they be saying like they P's and like that's not P. That's the wrong definition of P. Wherever you heard that definition from, take it back, because that's not the right definition of that. For real.
For real.
For real.
Like, what was I about to say? It was something about women.
Women cheat better.
Women cheat better. It was something, but I forgot. But you had anything else that we need to get off our chest?
Nah. Well, I could talk about the women cheating better. Look, okay, so this is another reason why I say women cheat better, because it's like, even though, like I said, dudes could go do this and still be locked in on one person and still do that. I feel like females could do the same thing. I feel like, and females do it better though, because it's like females, especially, okay, so this is why I say that, especially if they getting done a certain way. If they getting done a certain way when it come to sex, and then a dude that they really want not acting right, and then they know on top of that the dude is dogging her, she gonna be like, nigga, this what I'm used to. I mean, my fault. This is what I'm used to. And you're not doing that, and I know you out here doing this, so I'm gonna go have fun too. But you know I love you, and that's how I do.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say.
And that's how I do move too. But I just feel like a girl do that way harder, because girls are like, females are like nurturers, like females.
No, because when I get to that point, I've already tried to voice you not hearing me, like you choosing not to hear me. Because like I know me, I come up with like 3 options and like 3 ways he could do it. And I list all of them. Like all you gotta do is choose one. Like, please. Like I'm like, please. So I don't have to do this, cause like you getting on my nerves. But like, I've learned to like, just like break up with him. Like just be like, this not working. But that's like a self-love thing too, cause like at the end of the day, if it's like, anyways. So my question that I had forgot was, should you expect cheating in a relationship?
Look,
Over time.
Honestly, look, this is reality. You have, okay, I'm gonna speak from a dude perspective first, but I'm gonna counter react with the female perspective.
Gotcha.
All right, bet. So you're a dude, you got a bad female. You gotta know she getting shot at every come on now. You know she getting shot at.
The
you
gas
know
station
You know she getting shot at. Like, you know she getting shot at. And out of all the dudes that shot at her, like,
she talking to you.
You know, yeah, exactly. Like, and you know you that dude. Like, you know you done cups you a bad female. You know you that. But at the same time, it's like you always gotta remain humble because it's like you got a baddie. And just like you bagged her, it could be another nigga. I mean, another person. My fault. Another person that like got the same charisma as you, in a sense, to her, in her eyes. Like, not as, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like out of all those dudes shooting at her, you gotta know, like, she might let one in. You gotta know that. That's how it go. Okay, bet from a female perspective. I bet dudes are like always like a dude that can't really control their mind is literally always thinking about sex. Mm-hmm. If a dude head not mentally strong and not just focused on something else, or just focused on something else, if they just floating, and that be majority, they are focused on sex. They are focused on the next pleasure. You know what I'm saying? They always go focused on that, regardless. So it's like, you gotta know that talking to a dude, if he not locked in on something or doing something, he is most likely thinking about sex. And if he can't get it, the first time he can't get it from you, you gotta go get it from somebody else. Or if you're not pleasing him and he just like you, you gotta go get it from somebody else regardless. And that's just how that go. That's the reality of it. That's the harsh reality of it.
It's just like the cycle of that though, cause like I feel like that's why we taught to like be independent, cause we don't know when somebody just gonna wake up and be like, I don't want you no more, or you not doing this right, or you not doing this right, or da da da.
But you know what come in play? Communication.
For real.
Facts. Like, that's why that go
like,
back to communication.
I ain't gonna say the bar is high, but like the type of emotional intelligence and like God fearing that you gotta be, cause like we gotta be on the same like spiritual level at this point. Right. Like economics is fine, because once you hear it's, cause this man asked me a question like, if my dude don't make the same amount of money, am I still gonna like be with him? Duh. Like, it for me, it's like
the average alpha female would say no.
I mean, but like that's what I be saying. Like, I
quote
don't
unquote
like
alpha female.
I don't like putting myself
quote
into
unquote
boxes, but like that be the main box that I always check. But like I got other little characteristics that I have, and for me, it's really like spiritual. Like, if we not like if I'm having like a bad day, I could boost myself up, but if I let you in to my bad day, it's like, what do you have to offer since I'm sitting here low bad on my butt, like, yeah. You know? And then like it's about like just like how I feel. Like, if I can't feel like I'm a kid around you, I'm not, like, that's not how it's gonna be. Like, I gotta feel safe. I gotta feel like safe, not financially, even though that would be great, because if we down, then we gonna get it back up. Simple. But like safe, like this happened, I feel like this and that, but I gave that to you, not for you to like shoot my head off with it, but to like make me feel like a little princess in your eyes, you know?
Right.
So like that's how I gotta be. But it's all that ego and all that pride that makes somebody feel like they gotta lie, they gotta do all this extra stuff. But everybody really just needs to be 100 with themselves first.
Right.
But that's all we got for y'all. I feel like this is a very juicy chat. And
facts. This was a great conversation.
And we'll chit chat with y'all later.